be able to find the current stream that we scheduled earlier.
We're live, it looks like. I see you on the screen. Do you see us on the YouTube video?
Not on the YouTube video yet.
Okay.
Give it a second. Yep, it looks like it has started. And the YouTube video, or sorry, the Facebook video has started as well. So, okay, cool. If anyone on their end happen to hit the YouTube link, just hit the mute button. But that'll just show basically exactly what's going on here. We'll also be kind of demonstrating the different like feature videos that we'll be doing. So at some points, let's say Amber and Gabe were giving a presentation, I can spotlight their video. And for everyone on your end, you should now see Amber and Gabe. Is that, can I get a thumbs up if you see Amber and Gabe heroed on your computer rather than anyone else?
Well, I had to mute you for a moment. What was it?
Not a problem. And hey, Jeff, I'm Kelly.
Okay.
I'm not Leanna, as it says up here. I'm a friend of David's, and I'm just going to be helping make sure the live stream goes well.
Thank you so much for helping.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I was just saying was we will go through some features within Zoom, and if you want to see how that plays out on the YouTube link, I put that in the chat. If you end up opening that up, just mute the YouTube video so we don't get like an echo. But I have the ability to, or anyone who has administrator privileges, which for the sake of this, I will also give, make co-hosts. So Amber and Gabe, you guys are now also co-hosts. But so for any comedian when they're performing, we'll be able to specifically select on their little window and what's called spotlight them. So Jeff, for example, I'm going to spotlight you. So now everyone should see Jeff's video. Yep. If we're in the non-gallery view, I think it's called the speaker view on Zoom. So the majority of the presentation or the acts will be done like this. At some times, we might, like at the end of the bits or whatever, we will probably go to the gallery view like so. Oh yeah, pop that. And we'll go for like, get everyone a round of applause. If you now look back on the stream here, if you have that open on YouTube, and shortly, hopefully, we'll see the gallery view populate. There's like a 20 or 30-second delay when it goes to YouTube.
So the host is almost like a director too, like
yeah, exactly. And I still have to figure this out with Liana because I'm currently signed into her account, but during the show, she will have to be signed into her account and has to go through a couple things to get the stream going, whatever. It's not too difficult. But I'll give this, it's called hosting, privilege to a few different people. So they will have the ability to change those controls. But yeah, so this will be like if we want to go into, like show everyone in the audience kind of thing or whatever. And we'll go to something like this, and then we'll go back to the speaker view, and I can spotlight again like the next performer kind of thing.
Yeah. So maybe a format would be, Kelly, if you're helping out with this, it would be like, for example, let's say Samir is, we would say our next performer is going to be Samir Nassim.
Yeah, so then
you would cut to spotlight Samir.
Smoking blunt.
And then we'll give him a light, I guess, like a 1-minute light, which will be a signal, probably like wrap it up or whatever.
Or like, could you do chat even?
Yeah, chat might be better because when you're in the spotlight view, if we have like 40 or 50 people on the side, it's going to be hard for Samir, for example, to see you because he might have you populated in his grid view, but he might not also. So
I just chatted Samir directly and I said 1 minute, but for everyone else, it'll look like this. This is to everyone, but I could just chat you directly. It'll look like this. I'll just be like 1 minute.
Yeah.
You'll see that at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
Dude, this is great. I was gonna ask real quick before I forget. Well, so Amber and Gabe were on the YouTube link before you even saw it. Like you were like, no, I don't see you on there, but I saw them right away.
I hadn't reloaded my page.
Okay.
Like when we first fired it up, I had it before I had reloaded it. It was still just the splash screen, and it was just
That said, it's like a 10-second delay or something. So I think what we should all be focusing on is Zoom, yeah, because you're syndicating it to like YouTube, so it would make more sense. Yeah.
During the show, I'm just having you guys go to this link so you can get an idea of what the stream is looking like as we go to the different views. But that's actually a very good point. So especially since we're going to be relying on the chat, there's a few things that everyone can do on their end to make sure that their stream is the highest quality it can be. The first thing would be in the little when you're in speaker view and you have the sidebar bottom bar with everyone else's video, just minimize that so it has like the 3 different levels that you can have one person, you can have everyone, or the one on the far left is to close everything. That will help if you're not connected to a hard line connection to your Wi-Fi router, which if you're able to do so, I highly recommend it. But if you're just on Wi-Fi, we're going to take as many steps as we can to make sure that the stream is optimized. And that's one of the main ones.
That makes sense.
If you are able to connect with like I have a little USB to Ethernet adapter and an Ethernet cable directly to my Wi-Fi router, if you guys have the ability to do that, definitely do that. If you have roommates during this live stream, if you can ask them to not be on the internet for the time being, that would be really great.
Take their phones.
Well, yeah, even their phones. Like, I don't know what everyone else's internet situation is. I happen to have pretty good internet. Some people do, some people don't. Especially on Wi-Fi, it can get kind of shady. So if you have roommates, ask them not to. I should probably stop talking because I'm still admitting people and I need to go over these things again. But anyway, ask your roommates not to be online if possible. So, hey, David.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
See, I can do the same thing where I can spotlight David from my end, and this is what will come up. David, in the chat, if you want to look at it, the YouTube stream is up there.
I actually don't see it because I think you posted it before I showed up, and it doesn't back what have you. But would you you mind throwing that at me one more time, please?
Kelly, it's Kelly, right?
That's me.
So you were saying that when isn't its natural state for the camera to jump from whoever's speaking at the time unless the host pins somebody or puts them in a spotlight view, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So if you took if the comedian was over and you went to the grid, the applause would cycle through all the different people as they're applauding. Is that what would happen?
That would happen regardless. Like you would hear the people regardless. It's just the gallery view will give that the visual aid as well as like an audience kind of thing. But let's say we missed a cue and didn't do that, you would still hear people clapping.
And you can see the audience reacting to what you're saying in real time. Yeah,
but again, like I said, I guess that's a good point. So if you are the person who is presenting, I can see why you would want to have the while Jeff is up spotlighting, he's giving his presentation, you would probably want to be able to see the side view of other people so you can kind of feed off people. So as I had said before, to minimize that, I guess we can make an exception for the people who are presenting at that time.
When he says presenting, he means doing your set.
Yeah, exactly. Like during your set, if you made a good point, Jeff, that you might want to see people as you're doing your set or for anyone else. And if you were to minimize that, obviously you wouldn't see anyone else to get a reaction. So for yourself, yeah, if you are doing your bit, sure, go ahead and have that side view. But if you're not and you're just everyone else in the chat, just minimize the view of like on the side where you see everyone else. That'll just help the stream quality for everyone's end.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, could you try putting yourself in gallery view? I want to see if it changes everyone else's, even though you're not a host. If you want to look at the audience while you're
So
talking.
gallery view is where you see everybody in.
Yeah, in the grid.
Well, I'm doing that, but it says speaker view, even though I clicked, like, my options are to go to. It just only lets me do.
I think that's because I have locked you as a spotlight. But if I was to, for instance, cancel the spotlight on you, Jeff, now why don't you go to the grid view on your end?
Well, it's called speaker view here.
Yeah, but you should be able to, there should be in the top right,
Yep.
there should be a little button that says gallery view or speaker view, and you can toggle between the two styles.
Oh, so the gallery view is where it's just the box on the top and there's a big thing on the bottom? Like
the gallery view is where you should be able to see everyone in the chat.
Yep, but when I do that, it's just, I got it, I see. Yep, I got it.
Okay.
I've been smoking.
No, that's cool.
I worked at Facebook. I'm not old. I got it.
Who smokes?
I didn't realize it was a hover. I thought that was it's unusual UX in my defense that it says speaker view. I thought that was the state that I was in, not the button to toggle. So
that's always the
in
question.
my defense,
So
bad UX.
I'm not sure what every comedian wants, what every performer wants for their view to be, but one very standard format that I could see is that Amber and we come back to the screen after every comic, and I brought Samir up as the last example, but it would be like, for Jeff, for example, it'd be like, your next performer is gonna be Jeff Greenspan. And then we spotlight to Jeff.
Right.
And then after Jeff's, then Amber or I can type in 1 minute, or Kelly. It's everybody's set's going to be 5 minutes. So at 4 minutes, Jeff gets a chat that says 1 minute left, and it pops up on Jeff's screen. And Amber's going to do that right now.
Just to show everyone.
Yeah.
Great.
Got it? Then after you wrap up, you say thank you very much. And then we cut.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. May I offer a quick thing, Gabe?
Yeah.
I'm now looking at the chat window. You might want to send it to the person first because it's hard to. It says from Amber to everyone for every single one of them.
Yeah,
If I'm looking at it, I won't know if that was the last one or mine. You know what I mean?
No, no. I was just sending it to everyone so everyone could see for the purpose of this. But during the show, I'll only send it to you. Only send it to the comedian performer.
Got it.
Yeah.
Rule me this. How long are sets, by the way? Has that been established or
5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
quick. Like it's gonna be like telethon-ish. There's a few other things that are gonna be in between comedians and stuff. There's like a video that's gonna play explaining what they're doing, and there's gonna be so it's
Cool. And is there anything like off? There's not. It's because there are families tuning in. Like we can't say like butthole or something.
No, you can definitely. Everybody wants to hear about like a winking, gaping butthole.
All right.
Like people are thirsty for that in quarantine.
So, especially if you live alone.
David, are the unions cool with that?
Me, I'm not the union guy. Yeah, no. I mean, like this is not a this is the
Are
fucking,
the unions cool with that?
I think we're pretty comfortable
The
doing it.
WIO has a strict policy for
no.
talent shows.
I haven't taken this up with with like fucking
They haven't told us not to do it. Then we're allowed.
Okay.
Cool.
So
The timing and because you were saying 5 minutes for everybody and release the schedule on the Slack channel. On the promotional stuff, it says like 8 to 10 p.m. And so I know we want to kind of like obviously hold everybody's attention and not lose people. But just so you know, like that's obviously your call editorial wise. But I think we have room to play with if we want to.
That's right. So I told everybody 5 right now because I don't know what speakers you have. I don't know how long the videos are going to be. So that was basically the skeleton. And then after this meeting, which all the performers don't have to stay for the rest of this after we've
I got nothing else to do, baby.
I got nothing to do.
But, I don't want to keep everybody hostage, but it's like after we go over making you comfortable for this screen performance, we can talk about like who else, how much time we need to continue to incorporate into this.
So wait, to go back,
Yeah.
Can we talk? So we say, okay, so Jeff Greenspan is your next comedian. We highlight Jeff. We light Jeff and tell him that he's done. Then we go back to Gabe and I.
Right.
And we say, okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. Everyone, can we have a round of applause for Jeff? And then we do gallery view. So you can see everyone.
And you guys, right now, you guys should have those controls. So if I would like to, because I
just did it all. Did I not do it all?
The last part didn't happen. Gallery view.
Okay, is it now in gallery view?
I don't see it, but it'll take like 10 or so seconds to show up on the YouTube stream, but I don't see anything.
Because I don't know if it'll automatically change what you're seeing on your computer, but it'll change what is seen in the screen. So
You know,
I
okay.
wasn't paying attention to YouTube. My fault.
no, that's not your fault at all.
No, I think what's going on is it's looking like since Liana's account, which currently is me, is the one who's hitting the live stream. Like I'm the one who sets up the live stream through my Zoom, or Liana's Zoom. So it looks like I may have to, or ideally it would be Liana, if she's using her own account, would be the one who is in charge of switching. So that's a good thing that we just kind of figured this out. So whoever, if it's me or if it's Liana on Liana's account, that person will be responsible for doing the switching.
Did the spotlighting work, or so the spotlighting worked, but the gallery view didn't? The last part.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
You want to try it again now with you in control and see if it happens?
Yes, and I just want to make sure that I do have you. You are. Oh wait, hold on. Oops.
You muted me.
Okay, let me try this again. I am now making. See if Amber and Gabe, see if you get a pop up that says like you're being invited to be the host.
Yes, I see that I'm now the host. Yeah.
Okay, so now you hit the gallery view.
Okay, now I'm in gallery view.
Okay, let's give it a second on the stream. It's coming. Hold on.
There it is.
Gallery view.
It did it.
Popping.
Okay, so I redact what I just said. So I had not made you the host yet, but now you are the host. So you have, you have privileges. But
so that doesn't have, by the way, it does not happen on Zoom. So like it only happens on YouTube.
So to that point, I guess, just for all of us, and I can go over this quickly before the stream starts tomorrow. If everyone else wants to be able to see the gallery view when our show is going into gallery view, then we'll just have to know what those cues are. Otherwise, Samir, you're right that it doesn't force gallery view on everyone else's screen like it does with the spotlight view.
Right.
Yeah. So the format for the performers should be: we introduce a performer, it spotlights the performer, we type in 1 minute to that performer. When they wrap up, it cuts back to us. We say that was great. Give them a round of applause. We cut to the gallery.
Yeah.
Then we cut back to us and we say that was really great. George, really fun. I love your laugh. Susan, you're fantastic. Are we ready for another comic? Can we get a round of applause? Awesome. Ladies and
gentlemen. I mean, if you even want to, like in your little script, you can say like, let's cut to the gallery to get a round of applause, just as like a cue for everyone else.
Love to, yeah, absolutely. So it wouldn't be you, it would be Liana that's doing that.
That is saying that or actually cutting.
Say it, but who would be?
So now that I've given you host privileges, you're able to do that.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, we can do that on our end.
Cool.
Yeah.
My sense for like simplicity's sake is it's probably good to like have like just one like director or like the one person whose job it is during the stream to do the spotlighting, do the camera, and like changing things back and forth, since like then they can just focus on that. Does that make sense to people, or do you all want to be doing that while you're hosting? Because if you want to do that and you want to take that on, like, go for it. But whatever you all think.
Sam.
That's all.
I would love it if someone else had the controls. If we didn't have to take that on while hosting on top of it, it would be better. But I know that we're short of hands, and we'll do what we need to do.
Okay, we'll talk about that and we'll figure that out afterwards, and we'll just assign that internally. But that's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so to the next point that I want to bring up, yeah, we can come back to this, but the next point, David, you had said that there was a video that is going to be played at some point.
Yeah, and we can talk when we're doing pro. So we have exactly 7 minutes. It's going to be audio file from some podcasters, and there's an accompanying video graphic that includes a little donate bug, and that'll be what that is. We can practice, and we don't necessarily, again, this is another thing we don't need to do with everybody on board, but something we'll just practice in terms of making the transition, jumping back and forth, and making that work.
And is it a still image as one thing and an audio file as another thing?
It will be a video that has a
Perfect.
Second. Yeah, it's a video. And
so the audio is baked into a video that has just a single image as the video.
Correct. And we will get the original file some point, probably tomorrow early.
Okay.
But yeah, yes.
So that would be another thing for person who is producing, I would say, or is like the switcher person. And I just want to see if, since, let's see, David, I'll give you
I have a graphic test file that we can also do once we are, or we can even try it now. Just a second.
I'm only able to give one other person host privileges. Oh, that's kind of lame. Okay, so can you, Amber and Gabe, are you able to unhost, or redact your host privileges? Is there anything, maybe click on your own video?
Okay, let's see. I don't know where to do that. I'm on my own video.
And if you just click on it,
on the
what
top
happens?
right, where those buttons are, the blue buttons in the top right, if you hover.
No, yeah, not those. Oh yeah, if you minimize your own video, or the gallery view, you can go into gallery view and just click on your own video, and a little box should pop up with some options maybe.
Yeah, it says mute my audio, stop video, pin video, spotlight video, rename, edit profile picture, hide self view. It doesn't have a stop hosting view.
Okay, let's see if I can, where I can change this. Reclaim host, there we go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I can do that on my end. So I want to see, David, do you have any video file on your computer?
I have a graphic test for actually the exact, whoops, yep, yes I do.
Okay, so I'm going to make you a co-host.
Thank you.
And see, did you get a little pop-up?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and let's just test this out. So will you go back into the speaker view and spotlight Jeff, see if you get those options.
Hey guys, I got a split, but anything, I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're great. You can go. Whenever you need.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm going to spread the word right now.
Cool.
Okay.
And if you have a couple folks you want to invite into the audience too, feel free, or just send them over to let Gabe know, or
in the private Zoom part. If you want,
Oh yeah, before you go, for any performers on here, the everybody watching, we're not going to get a response from them because it's on Facebook and it's on YouTube. The people who we're going to get an immediate response from are people who are within our Zoom gallery. So if you have people that you actually think would be supportive, or your friends who don't live in town, we're always like, I'd love to come see you. This is the Zoom galleries where they should be.
That's on the poster, right?
No, dude. So this already happened today. Basically, I shared out COVIDbailout.com, and said to scroll to the bottom of the page, because that's where you can make like a donation, right? And they're like the 3 platforms. And I assumed that like if you make that donation, that they send you the Zoom details or whatever. That's like what I was defaulting to right now in terms of sharing.
So quick programmatic thing. The stream, what we are doing is we are setting up a stream where if you go to covidbailout.org or the bit.ly that is on the link, you will be able to watch it. There's no like door. Anybody can watch it. They technically don't need to donate, but we are sending everybody basically to covidbailout.org. And so we will embed the video of the stream onto that website.
Hopefully. I haven't tried.
Well,
I haven't tried it yet.
But if we want people to be in here with us, like talking,
that's a private link. The Zoom link will not be available publicly. That'll be a private link. So if there's,
so how do we give it to people?
I let me interject here, just as I've been talking about this with some of the other, with Amber and Gabe and David, just regarding security. What I would recommend is definitely invite people. Definitely have them go make their own free Zoom account if they don't already have it. And I would have them give you their Zoom account or the email address that their Zoom is affiliated with. And then maybe we can get like a list or whatever and send out a large email with that. But the reason being, as I had brought up before to Gabe and Amber and David, is the hosts, when people are trying to join, it will say like this person's trying to join. And we want to make sure that the people who are joining this this live stream with the Zoom are people that we know and trust, and we can confirm that through something. Right. Because the methods that you know, I don't know if you guys have been reading in the news of like the Zoom bombing is mainly coming from people on the inside leaking the ID and password to large video chats like this one. And so if we've got 30, 40, 50 people in here, it might get hard to figure out who's who unless we can cross-reference that with some sort of invite or like spreadsheet where we've said, okay, this person was invited, this is their Zoom account. I see that they're in the waiting room, they're trying to get in here, cool, we can let them in.
Can I make a suggestion for the future? Because I've been thinking a lot about this. I thought the way it was going to be, or the way that it could be, is you could watch it for free. If you want to be in the audience live, you pay $5. And once you do, you know, we send you the Zoom link, because most people aren't going to pay $5 just to Zoom bomb something, you know?
Exactly.
I completely disagree.
That's how I do my show. That's how I do my Zoom show. But it works out really well. But we decided on this, that there should be no barrier. So the barrier is just getting an invite. So just tell us the email.
But I also want to hear what Kelly was saying.
I think if you announce it publicly that you can get into this for $5, and the only reason that I say this is because I know a lot of you guys are affiliated with DSA, and being that's just a political entity that lends itself to being a target.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the only reason why I would say that.
I see what you're saying. Someone pays $5 so they can put it on Reddit, and then
because there's whole I did a deep dive into this because our company uses Zoom, and I was trying to figure out where the vulnerabilities really exist. And like I said before, they existed from the inside, kind of. There's a whole Discord server dedicated to leaking IDs and passwords for Zoom meetings, and most of the people who are leaking these things are like people in biology 101 classrooms who are bored as shit, and they've got 100 people in it, so there's impossible to know who leaked it. It's obviously very easy if it was in like a company call with 10 people on it, right. But when you get into a situation like this and you're saying, you're blasting out to anyone and everyone saying, we guarantee that you will get a Zoom link if you pay $5. Yeah, that's why I'd say like.
But dude, there's no way to control that, to mitigate that, like to like shock people.
That's why I'm saying like if you want to invite your friends.
No, I'm saying once if somebody infiltrated it, you couldn't chuck them.
You can bounce them.
Yeah, you can bounce them, but when it gets to be very high numbers, it gets to be hard to tell who's
it's like whack-a-mole.
Who's doing what and who's speaking.
So even regardless, like the account can only handle 100 people on the Zoom call. And the idea is like the audience is going to be small and intimate, but we want to make sure there's feedback and everything.
Would it be okay if I put something on Facebook that said, if you'd like to, if you're a friend of mine and you'd like to come, just private message me your email and I'll put you on the list.
Yes.
That's fine, as long as like we can compile a larger list for whoever is admitting people in, because when someone tries to join this, like you guys had the experience when you logged on and you clicked on the Zoom link, you didn't come right in. I had to click a button that says allow this person in. So as long as we have something to cross-reference that with, like, yes, Jeff's friends are this person, this person, this person, and this person, and I see that those are the correct people trying to join in right now. There should be a guest list, basically.
So building on what Jeff said. So what we should tell our friends is this: hit up or hit me up on DM, and I'll get you on the list. I'll put you on my list, and then fucking when they try and come in, you just look at the. I just realized, like,
well, we can have like a Google spreadsheet or something like that, so there can be a centralization. But I would advise in your blast out to your friends, not just like, hey, give me your email, but say like, go make a Zoom account. If you already have one, let me know what your Zoom name is. Because, like, mine is, or Jeff's is just Jeff, right? It's not Jeff last name. And so as long as we know that Jeff's friend Steve is Steve 69420, and we see that Steve 69420 is trying to get in, cool. But if we see Steve 696969, that's not the right person.
Right.
But we need to know their Zoom ID or their Zoom username.
Okay. And then also we should tell them to wait a moment. If like a bunch of fucking people are knocking on the door.
Oh, you know what?
That's what I'm saying. I just want to perfect that message, because then like it becomes a nuisance when people are like, but I don't know how. And I'm like, fuck, like.
I have maybe an idea that works. I don't know, but I was smoking. If these are our friends and these are trusted people, and we're saying, hey, DM me if you'd want to be in the audience live, I'd like to get some real feedback, because I've got friends who would like to see this.
Mm-hmm.
I could then just get their names and tell them each the code word is blank. And anyone who says the code word, they know that they've been vetted. Because they're not going to tell
this is lit.
I don't think
Peanut gallery shit.
Yeah. So look, I
with
this. Google Doc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I thought it might be easier than having to search the names because of all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think, Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you are sitting in the waiting room, I don't think you can type in a word or anything.
I believe that's true.
Well, no, because I did a Zoom where I had people in a waiting room and I was chatting with the people in the waiting room. There's an option to the people that you text, you can text them in the waiting room.
Okay.
So you could say to them, hey, what's the code word? And they go, broccoli. They go, great, you're in.
Jeff, to test that out, would you mind bouncing out of this and coming back in? And so you'll be back in the waiting room and I can see what happens.
I'll do that right now. I'm going to leave. All right.
My dogs, I got to go, but I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So
I'll spread the word.
I guess we'll text you. Before you go, Samir, Kelly, this spreadsheet, people are going to put names on it.
Yeah, penis gallery.
Okay, and then who's the bouncer?
I mean, that I would say is Leanna.
Leanna or me.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Cool.
But like we also
everyone in waiting room. Let's see, what is Steve's numbers?
Jeff.
So I can message someone in the waiting room.
And I can see that.
I can see that too.
I ain't even seeing waiting room shit.
Everyone in waiting room.
That's good to say.
So, but I can't hear. I cannot hear Jeff. I can't see Jeff. Let's see if there is a.
If you go to chat and you go to everyone in waiting room.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if there's another way that I can.
All right, guys. I'll see you.
See ya.
Okay, bye, Samir.
So Jeff is no longer in the waiting room.
This is gonna be tough.
Okay, I'm just gonna admit him back in, but this is. Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
So, Jeff,
He's connecting to audio.
Yeah.
I was unable to find a way to hear you.
I thought it was. I did it with my parents. We had a Zoom meeting, and
But were you all in the waiting room together?
I was the host, and I could see the people in the waiting room, and people were saying, "Can I join? Can I join? I'm here. I'm here." And I'm like, "I'll let you in." When it was a surprise thing for my mother, so I was able to tier how people got in. Like my mother thought it was just me and her doing a Zoom, and then little by little, I brought all our friends on. You know?
Did you were able to hear their audio in the
I can
waiting
only
room?
text with them.
Okay, so did you see when I was chatting with you?
I could only. Did you say like what's Steve's number?
Yeah.
I just didn't have a place for me to input anything. So that's why I thought maybe the browser was fucked up or something.
How are people chatting with you?
Are
What?
are you doing this in the browser? Or are you doing this on the Zoom app?
I'm in the Zoom app, Zoom.us app.
But so you were able to see what I was writing to the waiting room, but the waiting room doesn't have the ability to chat backward.
It did when I did it with my folks. Like I had set up a scheduled meeting, and everybody had the link to a scheduled meeting, but they had to go in the waiting room first. So my mom thought it was just me and her, and then I could see who was in the waiting room, and I'd be like, and then I would let them in.
Can you kick me out, or can I try it, Kelly?
Yeah, so
If
just
I'm on a
exit this.
computer, I think it might be different if I'm on a computer, but I'll leave.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I clicked the link and Chrome put me into, I already had the Zoom app installed,
Okay. So
which
let's
I
see.
have a lot of misgivings about, but I'm a privacy nihilist at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think like we really only have about like 25 or so spots open, like best case scenario. And so like I think the best idea is like, if you guys have friends, maybe like specific people who you want to like invite, like tell them, or just like, I
Okay.
guess go through Gabe or add it to the spreadsheet. But
Yeah,
like
I
for
can
like
get people to come. Yeah, we'll do it.
just tell people to stream it. But if they're people you really want in the audience, who like want to see in the crowd,
Yeah.
like reach out one-on-one. I think that's probably, yeah.
No.
So you were not able to chat back.
There's no place that I could type in. There was no, I tried typing, nothing popped up. I could see your chat, but nothing,
Yeah.
no place where I could answer you.
Jeff, they've been changing. Zoom they've released 2 updates to their app within the last 4 days.
Yeah, I just updated.
So they that might be part of their security updates.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You could harass somebody.
That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, and look, you guys, I'm talking about like clear worst case scenarios, best cover your ass situations. Yes, most likely this will totally be fine. I would say just so we're not interrupting the show. If you're inviting people, if the show starts at 8, we'll have this chat starting at 7:30. And if they want to be in, advise them to come early so we can make sure that, if a lot of people end up coming in, we can make sure that the onboarding or admitting into the meeting goes smoothly. We can check everything to our best abilities. We can make sure that there are no people who seem suspicious in the chat room, but we're not, whoever's hosting this, like right now it's on Leanna's account, and if she's on her account handling the admittance, she's not getting bombarded while the show's going on.
Yeah, and which is what we have everybody's email here. So tomorrow, once we have a pretty close to final list, I'm gonna send everybody an email, say like, hey, can you please enter by like 7:45? We're not gonna have like a hard stop, but we're gonna encourage people to get there early just so we can all settle, say hi, and just like, hang, like encourage people to turn off their messaging app or whatever so they don't bing and bloop. And just like create a little space and get cozy and get ready.
I want to try something, David.
Yes.
So I've made you co-host, and I want to make sure that you have a video that you can play.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now that I've made you co-host, nobody else should be able to do this. And let's actually check this first. Jeff.
You made me co-host.
I also made you co-host.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeff, will you see if you're able to screen share? I want to see what happens.
I'm trying to see what's safe to share with you. I'm sharing a whiteboard now.
Okay, so that's a feature I need to turn off.
Good.
Stop participants sharing. Let's see. Advanced sharing options. Who can share? Only host. There we go. Okay, so now try again, Jeff.
No, it says you've disabled it.
Okay, David, try and share your screen.
I will do that just a second, though. We did have somebody at the show on last Friday who part of their act. They shared their screen like as part of the bit. So we should check and make sure if any of the performers want to do that. But that's
Yeah, and we'll confirm whether or not I'm able to allow that just by adding them as a co-host.
okay. I'm going to share.
Perfect. Okay, so co-host basically has all admin privileges. Did you check those two boxes at the bottom?
Ooh. Good.
So stop the share,
Stop the share.
screen share again, and at the bottom of the screen share prompt,
Share computer sound optimize. Okay.
and optimize for video playback, and then click. Remember, you just want to click the QuickTime window, not your whole desktop.
Yes. Yep. I got that.
So you do that.
Okay. 1 second. I'm going to talk really quick. Put my hands up. Oh, it already actually. Okay. Okay. I'm going to mute my computer Zoom thing and put on the audio. Just a second. See if it shares. Okay, sorry, I just got a little weird message.
What did it say?
So screen share computer sound, optimize screen for share for video clip. And now it says to share computer audio, please install the Zoom audio device. Please restart your audio sharing application. What the fuck?
Oh, yes. Quit Zoom and just restart.
Okay, let's see what, fuck. Okay, let's see what happens.
At the very entrance of the valley, the place that gave birth to the rainbow.
What did it say? That sounds okay.
Screen share computer sound, optimize screen for share for video clip. And now it says to share computer audio, please install the Zoom audio device. Please restart your audio sharing application. What the fuck?
Somebody needs to mute their live stream.
I'm doing that.
Watching on YouTube.
The audio comes first. Okay, let's see what, fuck. Okay, let's see what happens.
At the very entrance of the valley, the place that gave birth to the rainbow.
What did it say? That's so it sounds so. Let's see.
Seemed like that worked.
I think so. Why don't you just do this real quick? Jump out of this meeting, quit Zoom, and restart it.
Okay. And just log in with the same link?
Yeah, log in with the same link.
Okay, they're back. Oh, by the way, really quick, when I quit the meeting at 5:30 and I made you the host, did the meeting still exist or did it end? Cool. Okay, great. See you in a second.
That's your apartment, Kelly?
This is my apartment.
Lots of green.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, my girlfriend's quite the plant enthusiast.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Yes, sir.
we're probably going to have to hop off at 9:55. Just FYI.
Okay. So far everything's running fine. Oh, there was one thing that I want you to do while you go into your Google account and go to this stream. And you're gonna have to kind of poke around for me. I don't really know where this is. I'm trying to figure out how to get the chat to work from Restream.
You just mean his Google account, not his Gmail, right?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Go to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But log in with your account. It is likely. It's likely because this is a private video that the chat is broken. But I want you to see if there's any checkbox that says something like allow embedding. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so click that. Make sure that it is checked so it's on.
It's on. Then it says the video. No. Okay, yeah, then press save.
It should be on, Dave, Kelly.
Okay. So if this works, there's a couple things to note. One, Restream has their own application that you can download for their chat program, which is kind of cool. So the point being is like I could be logged into their website controlling the stream, but one of you guys could log in using my credentials to the chat app and chat through YouTube. But I think that it might really not be worth it. Let's see. Yeah, it still says YouTube is broken. We might have to reset the stream. It doesn't. YouTube or Facebook doesn't allow chatting unless you have a business account and you're streaming through your business account. It doesn't allow third parties to access the chat. So if tomorrow the chat works on YouTube through the Restream chat program, then you guys can have it up on your computer and I'll give you my login credentials. Otherwise, we're going to have to kind of figure out like, A, how important is responding to chat, and B, who's going to be looking at the YouTube stream and who's going to be looking at the Facebook stream to see those chats. And that person should, A, be part of like the organization, but B, have a good internet connection, because that means that they're going to have to be part of the Zoom, but also watching the stream. And so that might just lower bandwidth a little bit. So I guess we can kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's it. YouTube would be the only place that could allow chatting to happen within this Restream chat app. Otherwise, we can just have two people, one person on the YouTube website who's logged into your credentials, and one person who's logged in on Facebook on your credentials, who is just looking at the live stream and responding to any chats if that's what you want to do. Or you could just abandon the chat altogether.
We wouldn't have the bandwidth to deal with chat on our end.
Okay.
Because we're already dealing with toggling between the performers and also trying to perform.
To that note, real quick, what's the vibe that everyone's hoping for? Like, would everybody here like if each comedian had 2 or 3 or 4 people that were real people to be interacting with? Do you guys care? Preferences?
Are you talking about like people who are in the Zoom meeting to interact?
It's just because like we're going to be performing and like I haven't done that many Zoom shows, you know, so I've done some mics and I only did them to prepare for the show, and there was something good about it not just being comics. Like I had some friends come and just watch the shit and like they were like, oh, this is cool, this is fun, you know, because to them they don't get to see anything. So if I go on Facebook and say, hey, who wants to watch this? I can probably get, I don't know, I had 100 people watch the one we did on my balcony. So I don't want to let that, I'm not saying I can bring 100 people, but if it's for a good cause and there's something cool going on, I'll do it if other people want that. Like, or is everyone like, you know what, this is kind of an experiment, let's just keep it to comics in the grid?
No, we want people to be in it. Yeah. Like I had one with like 50 people.
I just didn't know that link wasn't promoting the Zoom room. I didn't realize they're watching a delay of this, but I think I could probably get people to actually donate more if they feel like they got in to see something special, you know?
I think the only thing to note is, David said it before, but I think the Zoom meetings max out at 100 participants. So I guess it really depends on, how many all the other comics are able to draw, and then kind of, finding a balance
But
between
it might
that.
be like a show where people come and go. Like I did one of these where my friend was like, "Oh, I watched you, and I watched a couple other people, and then I left, and then I went back, and there were these other comics, and I watched them." So maybe people will come and go.
Yeah, I mean, like if we oversell the room, you could say, look, it's maxed out. We got 100 people in here or whatever. Watch the live stream for now,
That's
and
a
we
great
can.
problem to have.
Yeah, exactly. And we can just be sitting here seeing that there are people in the waiting room, and it's just like stay in the waiting room, but watch the live stream. And then
That's great. I mean, I think I'll get people to come. A lot of my friends have been asking what comedians are good at. Like I have a lot of non-comic friends. I'm sure we all do. And they've been asking. I don't know how to answer. They're like, "What do you do next? And what happens?" I'm like, "We're all figuring it out." And I think trying to figure out for a good cause, I can inspire a lot of people to come and watch it.
Totally.
I mean, I think you're totally on point, where like this can be really interactive. And due to the limitations of the room and everything, I just want to make sure that people aren't frustrated because they like think that this is the only way to watch the show is like through the Zoom link, and they end up in a waiting room. But like, I feel like, yeah, like if you have a handful of people that want to get in, like we're trying to keep the list again kind of tight, just for both security and also just for like lack of frustration for the people that want to watch the show. Mm-hmm. But I think, main promotional thing, the vast majority of people are going to be watching the stream. I really do think we're going to get pretty impressive numbers for like folks that are watching the stream. But regarding the folks in the room, if you have a couple people that you really want and definitely like want to participate, like call on folks. Like it can be really interactive, and that'd be awesome. I just want to make sure that folks aren't like disappointed or.
Oh yeah, no, I've got on Twitter, like for the people I don't know, I'm like, hey, just watch the stream. But for my Facebook friends, of which there's a whole bunch of people who are just fascinated about stand-up comedy and they're not in our world. They're like, how do I watch some of this shit? And so this, and they're also into the cause. Like I know a lot of people who work with criminal justice and they want to support this. So
yeah, I mean, if people, if you, I mean, you see, you're shared on the list. Like if you see people who want to sign up, put them down there, and by like probably tomorrow around 2 or 3 or so, we'll send the email out to the people that are in and try to.
That's great. I'm so excited. I'm going to promote it. I'm excited. I'm going to make a little poster.
But yeah, no, it's going to be fun. Like really.
Like, I mean, if there's the poster for this, but I'm going to make a poster like to get like special access.
Yeah.
Get into the
totally.
Yeah. No, this is going
to be it's going to be fun. I felt like an old person having Zoom explained to me. I worked at fucking Facebook with Zuckerberg. And I'm like, what do I have to click on? What the fuck do I have to do? What the fuck? Yeah. What? I'm like, how did I become 50?
Right, you guys have to go.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gabe, and thanks, Amber, and thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely.
David, we can talk offline.
Yeah.
Hey, Gabe, if we could chat a little bit more, I want to set up the live stream on the COVID bailout webpage, but I think it would be really cool if we could leave up like a join now, like join at 8 p.m., like kind of rolling as people go to the site. You know what I mean? Like just add an image.
Oh, to the live stream thing when it's not actually live? Is that what you're talking about?
So in case somebody goes to the site just to check it out, it's another way to promote it, just by having an image, like, I don't know, looping.
With the live stream, like if we were to schedule the live stream to start at like, let's say, even the event starts at 8, but the live stream itself starts at 7. There's a couple things that we can do. If Gabe doesn't hit the go live button, the link will just show an image, and Gabe, you have control over that in your account as to what your like splash screen is for your live video before it goes live. Right now,
Gabe, I can make you a splash image real quick.
Yeah, so just do 16:9.
Cool. I just had like I just have to go right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Can we do this? Is there another time that we can do this?
Can you send it? Can you email it to him and tell him how to put it up?
Yeah, I'll make it. Kelly, we could chat about like the dimensions that I need. Just like a whatever.
1280 by 720.
1280 by 720.
Yep.
Perfect. And I'll make you a little splash image. Just say join at 8 p.m. Today, tomorrow, and then that'll just be what we'll show until the live stream starts.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Thanks, Sam.
And Gabe, Amber, do you guys want to check in like quick at some point tomorrow just to finalize the lineup stuff and just make sure that we're on the same page for that and get it
Yeah.
off?
So David, I just sent you a private message.
I saw that. Yeah, I see that.
Great. So the lineup is already on Slack. I
Okay.
just need to know who else you have. So you've got that video. If you've got speakers, just let me know because this is not a real live show. It's TV.
We'll want to do like just like basically a quick plug, like especially like break in for like a quick fundraising update. I told Gabby, so Gabby's the person at Legal Aid who started the whole thing. I said that I was going to run it by you to make sure like it's okay if we maybe like halfway through like throw it to her, just saying like, hey, thanks for all your support. This is what we're doing. This is how much money we raised, and like kind of throw it back. And we'll talk about where we want to like put I don't think we're going to get an AOC. Like,
no, but any speaker you have, we'll just put them in the middle and then at the end.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have really anything else. We're going to just have the video. If you want to put them, we can talk about where they want to go. If you want them more toward the end, like that's your call. You're in charge of programming. I was thinking they would maybe be like a good kind of like earlier as like a lead off, like what we're all doing here. But you can let's chat about this tomorrow, and you guys are in control of this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.
Talk tomorrow. Bye.
And Sam, if you got to go, peace. David.
No, I don't have to go. I wanted to actually just catch up with you guys.
Cool.
I had nothing to add to that meeting, but I was glad to be there.
I just want to clarify with you that we were talking about the same thing. When you're talking about a splash image, are you talking about for the entire website?
No, just for the live. It's like I'm embedding the YouTube feed onto the covidbailout.org website as like the top thing to look at that can be pulled out.
Yes.
It's just a Wix site, so it's very easy to kind of edit in and out.
Yeah.
And what I want is someone goes tomorrow, if they see the poster and they go tomorrow, they're then double reminded, like, oh, check back at 8.
So the way that YouTube does it is like I could schedule. Gabe will have to do this because I don't have his YouTube credentials. But let's say tomorrow morning at 8 in the morning, Gabe schedules the live stream on YouTube and sends you a link just like he did earlier. As you can put that link as the live video and the active video for that section in the website. And if anyone goes to, if they hit play from within Wix, like no video will play, but it'll be this splash image that you give him. Or if they like click on it to go into YouTube, it'll go to a YouTube page, but that splash image will be all that's there. And then in the bottom corner, it'll say this live stream will be live at 7:45 p.m.
Yep.
So yeah, if that's the case, then you can do it either 720 or 1280 by 720, or you can do it 1920 by 1080. I would do 1920 by 1080. Actually.
Yep. Just for resampling, I got it.
Yeah.
And 1920 by 1280, you said? Sorry.
Yeah. No. Yes, 1920 by 1080.
Yep.
My only website, I think it seems like you have this very much under control. The only recommendation I have for the website is just if you could have the donate now buttons above the embedded video. So like if you have a little banner right where it says right here, and I can actually let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah, like I can move the banner above the video.
Oh, can you make me co-host, please, so I can screen share?
Yes. You also need to prepare description, title, and description text for the YouTube and Facebook videos.
Me?
So
Wait, what?
Somebody on your end needs to prepare that for tomorrow, so that if somebody's on the YouTube, if they stumble across the YouTube link itself rather than through the website, and they're watching on the YouTube website, and they can see under the video where the not the comments are, but the description of the video is, you guys have links to like donate now here, find out more here. This is what we're doing. This is what this event is that you're watching.
Oh, just in the description of the actual video?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be much. It can just be like, this is a live comedy thing, a list of the people acting. If you want to do like a time slot thing,
we can take the copy from the Eventbrite.
With timestamps too. Do we have timestamps or
just like a list of people?
Yeah, let's
with their socials too would be great. I think they would appreciate that.
We can do that. We'll figure that out tomorrow once we have an actual link for the video, because I can't fully visualize that right now. But just while we're here, if I don't think we have a horizontal logo, but just basically the idea is like in this space right over here, if we could make these buttons so like a little bit bigger, COVID Bailout NYC, so it's clear what it is.
Yep.
Donate now, button. And then like the video right in that spot.
I was literally gonna move this section up and make the buttons bigger.
Yeah, that seems great. I mean, yeah, and just like having this donate now thing just take up. There's so much white space and there's so much scrolling.
I can shrink the section. I can make the text bigger. I can make the buttons bigger. That's no problem. I'm not gonna add the video page now because I don't want it to go live with nothing on it. But tomorrow I'm gonna make the image, and Gabe and I will coordinate tomorrow morning with the new link and the splash image, and then I'll be able to add it. And then hopefully the feed there shouldn't be a problem. What I'm saying, it says here, go to your video library, add to the channels, add the feed. Seems pretty easy.
Awesome. I just got the final video for the podcaster segment. I will forward that. Let's figure out who is going to be the person.
I can do the switching.
Do you want to be the producer?
Actually, hold on. I can do I will do the live or the video. This video that you're talking about, I think that's fine for me to do. I was going to say I'll do the switching, but I don't know what these people look like. So going to the gallery view and then finding the right person to spotlight might be kind of difficult for me because I don't know their faces.
Okay.
So do you think that's something that Liana can do?
I mean, we'll ask her. I feel
or
like
anyone else who's in the chat, we can make give them the co-host.
I could do that. I could be the producer.
If that's fine with you, I would take it on. It's just that I don't know these people really well, and so I can't pick. I can pick Jeff out now. I can pick Samir out, but if there's 10 or 15 different people, I don't want to be sitting on the gallery view going, oh shit, which person is it?
I think that, yeah. So on one hand, we can, if I want to say spotlight video for you. So now cancel spotlight.
And then you'll have to go to gallery view.
Also, before the show, we can also make all the performers co-hosts, right? Is there a limit on how many people we make co-hosts?
I don't think so.
But
that doesn't necessarily solve anything.
Well, it could, because if we go on if you click the participants tab, it's like a quick way for finding everybody who is one of the performers. So you'll see their names. So you don't have to the gallery view with 100 faces and be like, who is that? Yeah.
Oh, you can spotlight video from there. Oh, okay,
yep.
Great. Yep. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, if that's the case, then I can do that. Yeah, as long as I know the people's names, especially if they have Sam, yours, I guess is S and is Clarphone your last name. Did I say that right?
No, it's iPhone, but Sklar is my last name.
Oh, Sklarphone. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So I guess as long as we know the Zoom usernames for each person, or maybe Sam, you should just go and update
I'll change it.
Your name. I think you can actually do that pretty easily. So we can.
Yeah, I guess this was just the default one.
Okay.
We are still streaming, right?
Yes, I can stop the stream.
No, can you actually keep streaming really quick? Because I want to try out this. Oh, there we are. I want to try see how this video works. And I just forwarded you the link, the download link for the video.
Through what medium?
I emailed it to you. I forwarded you the email with the download link. Okay. So it's almost 600 megs.
That's fine.
And so I'm downloading it right this second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to Well, okay, let's see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna play. When you get that, I think you should download it too, just to make sure, so we can try it from both of our computers, just to make sure that we both have done this before. But okay. 5.4 video. Okay. Co-host.
I would also encourage the people who are on the production side of this, if possible, to wear headphones, just so we don't get any like extra feedback or anything like that. If you got like little AirPods or whatever.
Good idea. Okay. I'm gonna put the volume on the YouTube stream, but okay. One sec. So you're gonna all hear probably an echo for a sec, but I just want to make sure that the video volume is coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? Okay, cool. Just a second.
If possible, to wear headphones, just so we don't get any like extra feedback or anything like that. If you got like little AirPods or whatever.
Good idea. I'm going to put the volume on.
Hi, I am Peter.
Stream.
I'm here with Michael.
But okay.
Hey. And Rhiannon.
Hey.
So you're going to all hear probably an echo for a sec, but I just want to make sure that the video volume is coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Is bad. Why last year's
Okay,
reform was
cool.
good,
Just a second.
shouldn't be destroyed, and why Governor Cuomo is a few
if possible, wear headphones.
sausage.
Just so we don't get any like extra feedback or anything like that. You got like little AirPods or whatever.
Because it's not really
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's offensive towards.
I'm going to put the volume on.
Hi, I am Peter. I'm here with Michael.
But okay.
Hey. And Rhiannon.
Hey.
So you're going to all hear probably an echo for a sec, but I just want to make sure that the video volume is coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Is bad. Why last year's
Okay,
reform was
cool.
good.
Just a sec.
And why Governor Cuomo is a few
if possible, wear headphones. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm having some. I can't check to see if the video link is working.
And Rhiannon.
Hey.
So you're going to all hear. Hello?
Yes, hi.
So I don't know why. One second.
Is if possible, wear headphones.
I don't know why I'm hearing the. Okay. So it seemed like it was going well when the volume was on. And then when the video was playing, I had all of this muted. And then I heard the conversation that we were having about headphones.
Because that was coming through the live stream.
But the live, I was watching the live stream, and the live stream was playing video that it was like, 20 seconds behind. But I heard the conversation about the headphones, then I saw the video, but then I heard the conversation about the headphones over the video while the video volume was also playing.
Yeah. This is why I would say wear headphones. I do know for playing videos on Zoom meetings when you're wearing AirPods and trying to share the computer audio, it gets kind of not ideal. So like for instance, if you mute yourself, this is what, like from my end, it makes sense for me to do the video. So I'm going to mute everyone else.
I can't hear anything.
Can you hear anything now?
I can hear you.
You could hear the video? Oh, that's because I didn't do this. I didn't do the thing that I ask everyone to do, which is tick those 2 boxes. Hold on. Okay.
Hi, I am Peter. I'm here with Michael.
Hey.
And Rhiannon.
Hey.
And we are the hosts of 5 to 4, a podcast about how much the Supreme Court sucks. And we are here to explain to you why cash bail is bad, why last year's reform was good and shouldn't be destroyed, and why Governor Andrew Cuomo is a few pepperonis short of a sausage.
That's funny every time I hear it.
And did you listen to the YouTube at all?
No, I will right now.
What's the other thing I have to do? I have to mute my video so that the thing
Okay,
goes
so
away.
it did come through. Yeah, but you do have to, the video thing. It did come through on.
Yeah, it sounds like it was right. So, okay. So yeah, I can do the switching and I'll do the video playing. I just need, we'll have to communicate through the chat. So I know like when that time slot's coming up to play the video.
Yes.
And also, not to make anything sound like downplay anything, but we've got a lot going on. And I think if it's not 100% super smooth, it's going to be fine.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think people are going to be pretty forgiving, especially because it's a comedy show.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, David, what I need from you is I need you to write the comments for the video streams, or I need you to organize that, whoever is writing that. And then I'm going to coordinate with Gabe in the morning to set up the stream and then send that link over to Sam. But first, Sam, you'll need to, tonight, I guess, if you're able to, is make that splash screen.
I'm doing it right now.
Cool. So if you send that over to Sam, then tomorrow morning I will coordinate with Sam to get the stream up and running, just like we did this morning. So yeah, with Gabe, just like we did this today. Mm-hmm. He'll get you that link so that can be up and live basically.
Yep.
And we can set the video to be live at 8:45 or whatever. It still takes, this is a good thing, it still takes Gabe, he has to go to the website and hit go live, even if it's after when we say the video has quote started. But we'll still tell everyone the video or the event starts at 8, stream starts at 7:45, whatever.
David, what did you just send me?
I just sent you some copy that might actually, your call user not, but for the website around the donate area, that might be worthwhile from the, it's from the Eventbrite description. I was looking for stuff to put in the YouTube comment and I just stumbled across that. Might be good to have up on the covidbailout.org site, but not necessary. Your call.
Like in the donate section?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, let me see how it fits. That's a lot of copy.
How it fits. Like it's just something to have in your toolkit. Use it or don't.
Yep.
And
Can you actually send that to my Slack so I can access it from my PC?
Yes, that is a much better idea. I'm just gonna DM it to you.
Perfect.
Am I good to stop the live stream?